internet show.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Angel Sarks Show. You're listening to us right here on ampsradio.com and viewing us on ampstv.com. Today's show, we have an awesome lineup of guests. We have Sammy Fatcakes in the house. We're going to get our grub on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Michael Hendricks is in the house as well. Angela Fergason and Santa Claus is in the house. So you guys, stay tuned. You don't want to miss.
Up close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase.
Indiana is an awesome place to live in. I love it myself.
Yeah.
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, but I've made Indy my home, and I love living here.
I've been here my whole life.
Been here your whole life as well. But our Indiana residents, our people in Indiana, saying goodbye, adios, see you later. Indianapolis has the highest rate of individuals moving out of Indianapolis. They're number 14 out of all the cities where people are moving out. People are getting out of here, going somewhere else.
That's pretty high.
Why is that? You know, why are people moving from here? We have redid our downtown, we have jobs, we have, you know, all types of things here. I mean, the weather is a factor, but there's a lot of places that have a lot of bad weather.
Yeah.
But why are people saying bye-bye to Indianapolis? That's the question of the day.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I enjoy Indianapolis, but one of the issues that I hear a lot with people is the nightlife.
The nightlife, okay.
You know, we're a smaller city, and they have really increased the things that we can do, but one of the issues is there aren't a lot of things to do as far as nightlife. But when you go to other cities that are warmer, especially like Phoenix, Atlanta, they have much more to offer, and I think that's one of the reasons why people are moving away.
Okay. Well, my take on that is the millennials. They come to Indianapolis to go to school, to work at Eli Lilly or whatever. Then they grow and they get a family. Then they want to move their family back where they initially came from. So that has we have a lot of millennials in this city. We have apartments that are just for these guys, you know. So, you know, we definitely have a market for them here, but for some reason when they get to a certain stage in life, they're saying bye-bye. So that's what's happening in local news and national news right here in Indianapolis.
All right, so the holidays are right around the corner, and actually they're here already. And you already know about the mistletoe, right? And when that mistletoe is up, you gotta kiss, right?
No,
I ain't gonna kiss you, girl.
But no, whoever, don't nobody want you to do that.
No,
How you gonna,
So when it comes to dating, you have to learn how to kiss. All right, this is more for the fellas than it is for the females. And oftentimes when it comes to kissing, if a guy doesn't know how to kiss a young lady right, you're done. You're axed. Like you, deuces, holla at you. All right. So what you want to do, gentlemen, is you want to follow the lady's lead. It's very, very important. All right. So, yeah. So if a woman is like that, you know, come here, boy, oh, and you just doing this, you axed. All right. However,
she want to get dirty with you. Just playing.
And you acting scared, right? But if you are more of an aggressive type and she's doing that, then things will be off as well. Yes. So you always let the lady take the lead, all right? If that lady is aggressive, then you can be aggressive. If that lady is less passionate, then you have to dumb down your kiss for her, all right? Because after all, I don't want you to be that guy who is perfect for a woman, but she thinks that you're not because the first kiss was really awkward, all right? So work on this, allow the woman to take the lead, and hopefully after that, the techniques and all that kind of stuff will just flow through you.
And what we want you to do is go to Facebook right now and view this video and comment in the bottom if you are a great kisser, if you're not, and if you kissed on the first date or not. We want to know. You guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Up close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase.
Thank you so much for coming today. We ready to eat. You ready to eat?
I said, well, I'm hungry. I'm hungry now.
I feel like we should talk to the lady first.
Just a little bit.
Yes. So now I met you before last year around the same time.
Yes.
And I tasted the smoked meatloaf, and I absolutely loved it. So tell us a little bit about Sammy Fatcakes, just so they can know what you do.
Okay, Sammy Fatcakes is a smokehouse. Right now we're doing catering, we're doing sauces. We do a little bit of desserts as well. As you see, we have the smoked cheesecakes here. We smoke anything and everything possible and see what we can do to enhance and bring into artistry of what we do.
Oh, wow. So
We're
you
taking
guys
an artisanal approach to everything.
My husband's going to have to talk to her. because he liked to smoke stuff. He just started.
He like to smoke.
You already got it.
We already got it.
He like to smoke. Oh,
He likes to smoke food.
I'm sorry, my bad.
He likes to smoke food. Yeah.
So tell me this, Angie, when it comes to your food, like cheesecake, I've never heard of that being smoked. So tell us a little bit about that. I'm interested in that.
Okay, well, we make the cheesecake as normally do, and instead of putting it in an oven, we smoke it.
Okay, that's simple enough, right?
Wow.
Don't try it at home.
Don't try it at home. It takes a whole lot of practice and a whole lot of talent.
Yes. So you guys do catering to if someone at a business or a corporation
Yes.
want you to come out, you
Business,
do that.
corporate,
That's
just
done
give us
for
a
me.
call.
Okay. Events, it's close to the holidays. You want to get Sammy Fatcakes out to bring you, and you guys have a menu.
Yes, we do
I
have
think I've seen your menu. It's pretty large. You would think they only can do one or two things, but
Oh, it's a lot you can do with smoke.
yeah, obviously it is. Yes.
Are there any parts of town you don't deliver to?
There is not. If
Oh,
our order is big enough,
good.
we will go.
Okay. Usually, for you to deliver, how big does the order have to be?
Generally, if you just get a meal, that should be sufficient.
Oh, that's so
to fill our quota.
nice. You guys, I love you. I love it. That's so nice because like Domino's and all them places, they don't even be, that ain't even real food.
That's
And they be
not
like,
real
you need $45 worth of pizza.
Right.
I'm like, I live next door though. So that's awesome. So you guys have some amazing perks. You smoke it and you make sauces. Is this?
Yes, we
these are
do.
some of the sauces that you make.
Yes, we
Tell us-
have 12 different sauces, but I'll go over a few today.
Okay.
We have the Reaper, which is on our hotter end. We have mango habanero. We have blueberry apple with a twist. We have, which has a little rum in it.
All right
Good
now,
stuff.
that's mine. Which one is that?
We have peach moonshine. We have Fatcakes Revenge, and we do have one that's extremely hot. That's only for people who like hot things.
Wow.
Not the jalapeno family people
Uh-huh.
that, hey, I can eat jalapenos, but it's called Fatcakes 30 Dozen.
Wow.
And it's extremely hot. It
So-
has 5 different peppers in the top 10.
Wow.
So which one is your favorite of the 12 that you usually?
All of them?
Yeah.
Co-owner will say all of
You
them.
know what? I will tell you the truth. They're like my children. I love them all.
I knew it.
But my absolute favorite is the cherry bourbon, which you have on your plate.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, so we have it on our plate.
Yes.
Okay, so can we taste? Are we ready to
Go
taste?
at it.
What do we have here? It looks like I might have two different things.
Yes, you
Okay.
have our smoked bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Okay.
And you also have our signature ribs as well.
Oh.
All of these in front of you are our signature items.
So you brought the signature items
Yes,
today,
I did.
and if you want to taste anything else, you have to put in your order on your own. Okay,
Yes.
so let's taste. You ready?
Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right, so I'm gonna taste the smoked meatloaf. Is this bacon around it?
Yes,
Oh
it's
my!
basket weave with
Everybody
bacon.
love anything with bacon on it. I'm gonna dip it. I'm gonna dip it. Mm. We're gonna have to go to a commercial. I love that sauce. I love the bacon.
The sauce is sweet, but it has a tang
I
to
like
it
that.
too.
But I would buy that. Can people buy that and put it on anything?
Yes, you can
Okay.
put it on absolutely anything. It goes with anything. We have had some people buy our blueberry and put it on biscuits. So, I mean, it's sweet, but not too sweet. It has enough tang just to let you know it's there. I put cherry bourbon on absolutely everything.
Do you? I might start
You
doing
don't
it
eat
too.
this with a fork.
Now let me tell you.
I'm just trying not to get my hands greasy. That's all.
Okay.
That on in, I ain't gonna judge you.
Oh, you ain't. Oh,
No, no judging.
Now listen, I love bacon. I'll do anything with bacon on it. I will do anything with bacon. So to add bacon with the smoked meatloaf and then put the sauce, I'm like, woo! It made me do a dance. So how you like the rib? Let me take
He
one.
went in
off.
for 2 before
Uh-huh.
he said anything. So.
I'm done talking for the rest of the show.
The rest is on me.
Yeah, you got it right here. This
Let me-
is really, really good.
Let me take my rib.
Okay, so while they're eating, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Sammy Fatcakes Smokehouse, and Gourmet Sauce.
Okay.
And this is the cherry bourbon sauce, right?
That
Once
is
again.
the cherry bourbon. We
Now-
only use top shelf alcohol in our sauce.
So no hangovers afterwards.
No hangovers, small batch,
Well,
proof.
All right, so for a jar of whatever sauce I want, how much typically is the?
Our fruity sauces, the one on the lower end of the spectrum as far as heat, they will be $8 a piece. And then the ones that are spicier, once you get to the Reaper and Fatcakes Revenge and 3 the Hard Way, Those are $12, and then our hottest one is $15.
We can do that.
But it's worth it.
This is good.
It's very worth it.
It is worth it.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to take a break because we got some stuff we need to tend to. We'll be back and talk about our dessert. We'll taste our dessert. Stay tuned to the Angel Sarks Show. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. We got something to say, Angel will showcase.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Angel Sarks Show on AMS Radio and AMS TV. We are right here with Erica, co-owner, I almost said co-host, co-owner of
Trying to get rid of me?
No, I misspoke. Co-owner of Sammy Fatcakes, and you know what happened? I'm ready to get back to my plate. Is why I don't know what I'm saying. But so we want to go ahead and taste the cheesecake. So let us know what kind of sauce is this on the side.
This is a peach moonshine compote that we serve with our cheesecake.
Now, Kente, during break and commercial, already started eating his pie. It's half gone. That's not a part of what we're supposed to be doing.
I'm skinny. That's what.
You're bad.
I'm skinny.
So what you think about it since you already started eating?
Listen, this right here is amazing. This is one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had, and I'm not being extra.
It's not because I'm standing here.
Like it really, like it's amazing. And then this peach sauce along with it is just. I can leave this set right now and just go eat this thing.
You know what I want to do? I'm gonna go home, get on my bed, and turn the light down and sit down and eat this.
See, that's TMI right there. That's
I just want to
TMI.
cup up and eat. I'm done with the show. I'm about to go home and eat this pie.
I'm gonna go home and lay down and get real comfortable.
Both of them. But I love sweets. So I love the sauce with it as well. I've never had that. Normally you only have strawberry.
Right.
Strawberry or cherry. So then you stepped outside the box with this thing.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where they can find you.
Please.
They can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, basically every form of social media. They can give us a call at 317-662-0726.
Say that phone number again.
317-662-0726. Inbox me, direct message me, and any other time.
And you know what? You're a very fast responder. You respond really fast, and I just hope you always hold on to that because that's a big perk for you guys.
Yes.
People want to reach out in the way that the world is. People want stuff right now.
Instant.
When they reach out, you call them right back. So thank you so much for doing that. Now everything on social media is under Sammy Fatcakes, right?
Sammy Fatcakes.
So you'll find that, and we'll put the logo on the screen here so that you'll be able to know what you're looking for visually. Reach out. There's all type of New Year's events. I don't know if you're booked or not, but reach out anyway.
We have a few spots available.
So there's some spots available for New Year's. If you're having a family gathering, if you need something at your corporate offices, if you want to do a New Year's event, reach out to Sammy Fatcakes right now so that you can get that set up. I'll come too. Can tell you want to go to some of these parties? I'm gonna follow wherever they go. I'm following. I'm be at all the parties.
As long as they food there, I'm there.
Absolutely.
And you're there.
Okay, no, you are out of control. He ate half of his pie before commercial. Now you're trying to grab mine. All right. Well, thank you so much, darling. You have a wonderful holiday. We hope to see you at some of these events that everybody's going to book you for. I know it. And you guys stay tuned right there on AMS Radio and AMSTV.com. Up next, we have Miss Angela. See who the woman behind the face and the smile is.
Close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. We got something to say, Angel will showcase.
We are back with Mr. Hendricks, Executive Director of Change U Indy. How are you?
Great, blessed to be here.
Thank you. We are so happy to have you here this holiday season to tell us about the foundation and all the things that are going on. So we know you're the Executive Director, so you've got your hands in a little bit of everything. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, Change U Indy Foundation, it was actually originated down Louisville, Kentucky. Antonio Boykin, founder from Indianapolis, actually. What we do is we actually we focus on underprivileged teens. On Sundays, each and every Sunday, we feed the homeless, and we do different events here in the city of Indianapolis, Louisville, Kentucky, as well as the other different cities such as Ohio. We have like 6 different chapters.
Wow.
In 6 different states. So we focus on trying to reach out to the teens. 95% of the time you turn on the news, it's something about a a young man or being incarcerated or dying.
Yeah, it is.
So we try to reach out in the community to change that. As myself, I was one of them young teens at one time. I've experienced homelessness. I've been incarcerated. So I see, how it is on both sides. And I really didn't have too many people that were there for me. I really believing in God. I had to look to Him and begin to find out who I am and what my purpose was. And I really love giving back and helping other people. And that's the reason why I'm part of this organization.
So Change U Indy is really that bridge from having to be out here all by yourself, like you were going through whatever stages and going through everything and getting into all kinds of stuff, and then finding out on your own that this is not the path. They kind of help you realize it and give you kind of an outlet to be able to not have to go down that road. You have somebody that can help you find your way without going to jail and getting killed and getting into so much trouble. What's the age group? So when we say teenagers, are we talking about starting at what age to what age?
Well, we really, I don't see any age too young or too old. If there's kids that's in the juvenile system, starting at the age of 5 years old, and then there are also people, who are homeless that are in their 50s.
Well, for the Change U Foundation, do they help children from starting age 10, or they help?
We like to help families, families, children, whoever. I mean, if you're in need, we want to reach out to you.
Nice. Okay.
So tell us this: what exactly are the needs that you do provide? Is it financial? Is it counseling? What is it exactly?
Well, we actually, and financially, what we do is we actually have this organization where we help with funerals, like family who may have lost a loved one. We have a certain account set up for families who are low income and cannot exactly pay the full cost of a funeral. So
very expensive.
Right.
Very expensive, and unfortunately, the burden of having to bury a child on top of it, losing a child is just tremendous. So I'm happy to hear that you guys are out there touching on all these different areas that our youth here in Indy and Louisville and other cities need. That's super amazing. So we're so excited to be able to get you on here to let you guys know what type of resources are here for you. If you have a teen that is in need, or if your entire family, you want to reach out, and the information will be on the screen to get those services and get the support that you need. So how long has the Change U Indy been? How long did you start? When did it start?
Well, Change U Indy is actually new to the state of Indiana.
Isn't it? Okay.
The Change U Foundation has been around since 2010.
Okay.
And we're hoping with the new chapter here in Indiana, we're hoping to be able to expand as wide as our branch has in Louisville, Kentucky. We have wide variety of different events I'm working on here in the city. So I'm praying that it'll go farther than what the 6 branches that we already have here.
Yeah, I really commend you for this, because I grew up in the inner city, 30th and College, 30th and Fall Creek area. I know how it is. Back in the day, it was called Dodge City. It was real bad. So what are some success stories that some of the youth have kind of gone through your program and have had?
Well, here in Indianapolis, I mean, like as I said, with us being new, I'm still trying to reach out to the youth. But I'm working with the juvenile detention center here in Indianapolis. So really, I know I witnessed a lot of, with Antonio Boykin, the founder of the organization in Louisville. I know he reaches out to a lot of young teens, and instead of them hitting the streets, a lot of times on Sundays, he'll actually, the same kids that were getting in trouble, they're with him feeding the homeless on Sundays.
Awesome.
So they're giving back just as well.
That is awesome. So with the holidays coming, are you guys doing anything? I think I've seen some flyers on social media. You guys are doing some things for some needy children. What do you have going on?
We actually have 2 different events. I believe it's December 17th, and it's first part, we're actually doing a toy drive, giving away toys to the kids.
Wow.
And then this is actually here in Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky. And then following that, the next day on the 18th will be it's Christmas at the park with live music, giving out toys and to the homeless,
Nice.
food, and all types of nice things.
That is so awesome.
Can you tell us what part the event is going to be as far as the music, and then the day before, let us know where that's going to be as well, on the 17th and the 18th.
Well, the 17th and the 18th, that's actually here in Louisville, Kentucky. And you can actually contact Antonio Boykin for more information about that. And then here in Indianapolis, I am working with Mount Zion Apostolic as well as New Destiny Church.
Okay.
I have a group of different artists. Dale J. Evans, I have Too Much Dance, the Next Level Dance team. So we're working on some things here in Indianapolis so we can reach out to the community a lot more.
There is so many foundations and so many corporations and individual families and people that are helping different people in the city and outside the city, and we just want to say thank you so much for reaching out to those families and making sure that during the holiday they're not forgotten and that they are being able to be a part of some type of festivities and feel loved. So we thank you so much. Can you tell our viewers where they can find more information? Is there a website or a Facebook page they can go to seek more information?
For the website is Change You Foundation, Change You Foundation, that's CHANGE, the letter U, foundation.webs.com. And you can also look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Change You Foundation.
All right. Well, that is all we have. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Come back anytime, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Steve.
We'll be back up with Miss Erica from Sammy Fatcakes.
Up close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase.
We are here with Angela Fergason, the woman behind the smile. Angela, thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
You are so sweet and so cute. I've only seen you on Facebook, so I've been a little fan, and I'm so excited to have you on the Angel Sarks Show. You're always smiling. That's what I noticed about you. I said, I got to get this lady on the Angel Sarks Show to see what is happening in her life that is making her smile all the time.
Y'all see,
Right?
y'all see them dimples, don't you? You see them dimples, don't you? Huh?
Always smiling. Yes. So we wanted to have you on the show because we know that the holidays are coming up. And there's so much stress, and some people are battling stress, financial issues, along with health issues as well. And so you're always smiling, but then you have some reasons why you shouldn't be smiling if you really want to be technical, like some people do, right? So tell us a little bit about like who you are and some things that you're actually battling that does not affect your smile on an everyday basis.
Okay. Well, I've got Crohn's disease, and I also have ulcerative colitis, pancreatic division, and I've been having these things since my childhood. So I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when I was 11 years old.
Oh.
So those are the things that I've been battling.
So you have grown with these illnesses your whole entire life.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. I don't know if you just become like, this is just part of me type of thing.
At first, it kind of, I don't know, I think it was like everybody always complimented me on my strength and whatnot,
Yeah.
and then
A little
I
bit
feel
thing
like
though.
later
So strong.
now I'm like, I don't think I want to be strong anymore. I'm tired.
I know it.
So,
I can't imagine, but you know, I hear a lot of people, and I have a family member. She doesn't have Crohn's, but she has lupus, which is a very evil disease. And she, unlike you, she really smiles. She rarely smiles. She can't find that peace. She can't find that happiness through it all. So when I seen you, and I seen you in the hospital one day, and I thought, what's she doing in the hospital? And then I said, oh, she has, some type of illness, but you're still smiling. And I thought, wow, that's awesome, because you see seniors, you see, women that have little issues like, oh, I gotta have my baby early, little small stuff, and they are doomed. They're upset, and they let that take over everything, but you still.
Well, I have my fair share
I'm
of
sure.
times when I'm not smiling.
Yeah.
So I take every opportunity I can when I'm not feeling bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe it to him, myself, and everybody else to at least try and keep a smile on my face, because I could be like, woe is me, but
Right.
thank you.
Now let me ask you a question. So, if you are battling a few diseases that you or illnesses that you've had since you were a young child, you've grown up with these. You had to grow into everything else that everybody else has to go through, which is puberty, awkwardness, peer pressure, along with being ill. Right, along and heartache, all the whole thing everybody else has to go through, but you have to do that with the illness as well. What would you think? What is pushing you through that so that you're still pushing through and still going through to the next day?
I feel like I got a life to live. I still feel like I'm young. I mean, especially with this situation, that I'm dealing with. It's like body. I'm a woman,
right.
So even I had to do the colostomy thing when I was in high school. Now it's been brought up again. So me being a lady, I am just, we're always concerned about our bodies and how we look and everything. So that's huge for me. So those are the things that keep me going, because it's like I almost got, this is who I am. I like to be cute. I like to get dressed up. I like
and
to
you got it all going on, honey.
Even though I'm sick, it's like, I'm still that person. So when I'm feeling good, you can tell. When I'm not, you can tell.
Well, how you feeling today? You feel
feeling good.
Good. Okay, because I was gonna say you are tricking me. You look like you're good.
Thank you. I mean, I see you out and about. You're out, like Angela said, you're always smiling. So, but I have a question for you. What is Crohn's disease? Because a lot of us don't know what it is and how it affects people.
Okay, it's an inflammatory bowel disease. Is pretty much what it is. It's on the lines of IBS, if you ever heard of inflammatory bowel disease. It's with the intestines, so that's mainly what it is. It is an inflammation of the intestines.
And that's forever. There's no cure. Okay.
Right. And there are ways you can try and get rid of it. I've already been through those steps, and that's why I was talking about the colostomy.
Right.
Because they can remove part of your colon. You can live with. I've already been living without 85% of my colon. Now they want the rest of it.
Okay, leave me some.
Well, yeah, because I want it to be normal again. I want it to be without the colostomy.
Right.
So now they're like, okay, well, you're still sick. Maybe if you get the colostomy and take out all the bowel, be done with it, keep the colostomy for the rest of your life. I'm like, wait a minute,
Right.
Maybe they're still gonna call me about that swimsuit issue.
I know,
right? And then I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I might be a swimsuit model. I got time to be having no bag.
And you know what?
They can edit that out, honey.
Oh,
so
you know what?
No.
Those doctors, they're fun. I have some really great doctors because I grew up with some of them too. So they've grown to. I say we love each other.
Yeah.
We have a relationship. So we make all kinds of jokes like that.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, well, there's a colostomy issue, and I go, what? Maybe I could take that thing over.
Colostomy issues, or all the women are like,
Now this is something.
Little diamonds on it.
I'm really, really, intrigued about this. All right. So oftentimes when we talk about disease, we just think of the physical side of it. So can you tell us a little bit about how it has affected you emotionally and psychologically?
Well, once again, I have to go back to weight. Looks, I used to be 200 pounds. Her keeps saying about me being thin. Like, this is not anywhere near my normal weight.
Used to be thick in the hips then.
So now you're down here with me, so get comfortable.
So it's almost like, okay, maybe did I talk too much about skinny people? I mean, what was it? Because I like my juicy juice.
You did.
I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was chunky. I
Well,
skipped over these sizes I am now.
How long you been this size?
Oh my God, like it feels like forever, but like 5 years now.
Okay.
I've been struggling, like
trying to get it back.
Yeah, and now they're like, oh, well, it's common for Crohn's patient people. They're very small people. But I'm like, no, I had the Crohn's this whole time, and I was chunky, and I still had the Crohn's.
Still thicker than a snicker, wasn't you?
This is like women, though, right? You got Crohn's, you're like, I want to be. You worried about being big and trying to fit in your jeans and stuff.
Absolutely.
That's women for you, though.
I mean,
that's real. That's you.
That was the first thing. I mean, I was a teenager, so they would like take me around. Because like I said, back then I was a little bit more strong. I don't know, I feel like I was then. They would always say, look at her, look at her, look at her. And they'd be like, is this girl with the colostomy? No way.
They don't believe it.
No.
Yeah.
Because they thought I was supposed to be wearing baggy pants.
Yeah.
I was like in my tightest pair of black jeans. And they looking like, where's the sick girl? And I'm like,
not the sick girl. But so you do not
I came to
look
see
like
the doctor and
you ain't sick.
okay.
Because think you
feel
should
like
definitely
if
look
I-
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I'll feel better if I look better.
That's true. you
If
do.
I don't, I'm telling you, you know, I
It
know.
brings you down.
Yeah. If I could try and make myself feel a little better by adding a little something,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Now, you know you're not the only one who's struggling with different diseases and things like that. Oftentimes, people don't have the courage to come out and say anything. So, what would you say to those women that are dealing with different diseases that has affected their bodies? What would you say to
Talk.
them?
Talk. It's not about you. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about me. It's about helping somebody else because
Amen.
and I've been knowing this growing up this whole time because that was why they would come to me because they wanted me to talk to older people. They wanted to talk to me. They wanted me to talk to people younger than me. They wanted me to talk to. They just were like, "You come here," because you don't look like the rest of these people.
Tell them.
Yeah, you need to come in. And I remember talking to a young lady that was a little bit younger, and she did not want the class to win. She told them people to kick rocks. But she was sick,
She
and
had
she
to have
really
it.
needed it.
So, guys, if you're listening right now on AMPS Radio and AMPSTV.com, we certainly appreciate you. Continue to tune in. We are right here with Miss Angela Fergason, the woman behind the smile. We'll be right back. Happy holidays from the Angel Sarks Show. Tune in next week on AMPSRadio.com at 9 a.m.
And tune in to AMPSTV.com at 7 p.m. So, Angela, tell us what a typical day is like for you dealing with Crohn's disease and the other disease that you're dealing with.
Well, I guess I'll talk about a good day. A good day would be me getting up, focusing on my business, realizing that I've probably been down a couple of days, so I probably need to pick up some speed.
Okay.
Put my foot into
'Cause that happens, yeah.
Put my whole self in my business.
What's
your
business?
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay.
Oh, okay.
I have
Skincare.
not known anybody that dealt with Mary Kay since I was a child, so I'm interested.
Because you got that beautiful skin, girl.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's working. Give me a whole package, whatever you're using.
Thank you, but it works for me because it matches with my lifestyle.
Okay.
I'm not sure all the time I'm gonna be feeling good, so I can't promise
Yeah.
anybody an 8 to 5. Can't
Yeah.
promise anybody a clock-in job.
That's
So
right.
Mary Kay is the best thing for me
Okay.
because I can work it when I'm feeling good.
It's very smart.
Absolutely.
That is
and when
awesome.
I'm not feeling good, put it down.
Yeah.
If somebody just needs to come by, 9 times out of 10, I've formed a bond, a relationship with these people, so they know I'm sick. So they, hey, I'll wait till next week, or I'll just slide by real fast, be in your row. Those are the benefits. Of
Awesome. So you
business.
have not said, I'm not working, I'm ill. You have said, I'm going to deal with this, and I'm going to find me something that's going to work in my life so that I can still be able to buy these beautiful necklaces and earrings or whatever you do.
At the end of the day, I'm still me.
Yeah, that is super
Still have nice
awesome.
things. I'm
So,
still a woman.
yes. So how long have you been doing the Mary Kay?
7 years now.
7
Wow.
years. So you know that's working for you for sure
Yes.
by now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It was a little bit, touch and go, but then that's when I realized that was the best thing for me because
Yeah.
I can do it at my own pace.
You have to find your way and what's going to work in your life so you can still live the life that you can only live, you know.
And the thing that's cool about this is, oftentimes we ask for donations and things like that, and people are uncomfortable. But instead, you can just, go to her business.
You
And
still give a
you-
donation though.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you can actually go to her business and just give her revenue through, the products that she is
And kind
selling.
of get something back.
Yeah, and it blesses her in return, so it's a win-win.
Mhm.
So how can people get in contact with you?
Well, via Facebook, of course, Angela Dion.
Okay.
And my telephone number, of course.
Mhm.
everything.
Oh yeah, it's up to you if you want all of America calling you.
All them men's gonna
What
hit
you-
you,
what
but
you
go
do?
ahead, girl.
No, then maybe on
They heard
a more
him.
personal level, ladies, just inbox me.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Okay?
I had to stop you on that. People are like, my number 555. Then I'll be like, girl, you can give your number out to everybody.
Good idea.
So we are going to.
Even the guys, they're slick though.
Men are very slick.
Hey,
honey.
I want
Because we
some
do
of that
have
buttercream
products
you
for,
got. You know
but
what
we
I'm
do
saying?
have men products. We do. But
He
yeah,
said,
they're not interested.
this is nuts. He said, me gonna be.
Hey, you got some of that old buttercream, you know what I'm saying? My knuckles a little ashy. come through and get some of that.
They will. Give me a box of it, man. Give my brother
Lying
some.
like a
We're lying.
Thank you.
So we really appreciate you coming on the show today. It was
Thank
such a
you,
pleasure
guys.
to meet you in person, learn your story. If you're out there and you are battling, maybe it's not even what she's battling, but it's something else. She has grown up and built strength and know a lot about, making it through. And she's used some alternative ways to still be able to live a normal life and be able to do the things that she aspired to do. So is it okay for people to reach out to you via Facebook,
Please.
Instagram, if you want some support, if you have some questions? Yes, then you can reach out to Miss Angela Fergason on Facebook. What was the name? Because I know it's not.
Angela Dion.
Angela Dion.
Dione.
There you go. And that's the same thing on Instagram as well?
No, it's Ange Ferg.
Ange Ferg. Okay. So go and find her if you need some support. If you want some Mary Kay, honey, let me put the plug in for my girl.
Absolutely.
Definitely contact her for all those things. And we will be right back.
Thank you guys.
Up close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. We got something to say, Angel will showcase.
We are here with my main man, Harold Hardy, Santa Claus of the 60s. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I got to ask you a question right from the jump. Has Angel been naughty or nice? That's what I want to know.
I normally don't dispose information pertaining to my list.
It's a HIPAA violation?
Yeah, it's an OSHA violation too. OSHA would be mad if I told you. So yeah, I probably won't.
Oh,
Probably.
she be mad. And it ain't your business on top of that. Okay, but Santa's here. All the kids in the studio on the Angel Sarks Show are super excited. You've been passing out candy canes to the babies and all that.
I did to most of them. The reindeer got a hold to a couple of them. We try to keep them from the reindeer because normally when they get to eating the candy cane, the sugar content is not good for them. They get to swerving and perving and dragging the sleigh all up against the curb, and it just don't, it don't ride right. So we try to keep the reindeers off the candy cane.
Now, I heard that one of your reindeer's name is Marquise. Is that?
It was. He couldn't. I'm gonna go ahead and be all the way candid with you. He couldn't pass the drug test. So I'm trying to, be candid with you. Open, honest interview.
Yeah, that HTC in the system, man.
Or something.
Or something.
Yeah, man. We like to say that he had been playing in the snow too much. We just leave it at that.
Now, where's Mrs. Claus?
See the way, okay, like now they got everything is, with relationships is, on the internet, right?
Yeah.
And, when they came out with that thing on, the farmersmeat.com, yeah, they came up with some little thing called farmersmeat.com where the farmers can, meet other farmers, right?
Right.
And so the elves, came up with one called, elfsmeat.com.
Oh, no.
And man, there was a little shorty on there, man. And
He snatched up Miss Claus.
well, no, I was hollering at this little shorty out there, and Miss Claus, yeah. So we kind of, we just we're doing things different right now. She's still making cookies and everything,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
So are you all prepared for Christmas Eve to get all the gifts out to everybody? Are you guys all prepared? What kind of stuff are kids asking for on the Christmas list?
Man, it's crazy. Funny you would ask that. It depends on the neighborhood. So the request is based off the neighborhood.
42nd and Post, what they usually request?
New parents, extra clips,
New pets?
no detention. They ask for, just, each child has his own personal.
A new probation officer?
Yeah, each child has his own bulletproof vest. I mean, based off of where you live, is it kind of determines the request that the children make or whatever. And it's just my job to try to make sure that everybody is happy doing these, this time of the year or whatever.
Oh my goodness. Awesome. So now, all of the reindeers are all ready to go. You're all ready to go. What gets you going to get ready to get out? Because I don't even want to get up and go to work. So I can't imagine you getting out in the middle of the night, get ready to go out and give all these kids gifts. What gets you going? What kind of music you listen to?
Sometimes I prefer to bump, David Ruffin. That's that's one of my favorites.
The sleigh be bumping.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it makes the sleigh get a little, when it glide better, it slide better. You know what I'm saying? We fly better, or whatever. But
well, I can picture the sleigh.
But I try to be compromising.
Yeah.
With the reindeer, and so they have their preference of music because they're the ones that's doing all the, up front stuff. So I try to, and some of them, they with just all this new stuff, the 3 Chains and the little Young Yeezy and the game is over and a whole bunch of crazy name type of music or whatever with the little, the boom boom music. So we just kind of mix it up a little bit or whatever.
Yes.
So have you ever had an issue going down the chimney or anything like that?
See, what we had did was because some of the areas, the chimney thing was people nowadays don't care about their homes the way that they used to. And so people don't take care of the roof like they used to. And so man, we done been on top of some of these roofs sliding and shingles popping up, hitting the reindeer in the eye, scuffing the hoofs and all type of, stuff going on or whatever. So we just started asking for the people to just kind of, leave a door key, back door key in a special location. And I won't disclose that because some of the neighborhoods,
Now, has a child ever seen you? Because, they say that once a child sees you, die. So...
Well, actually, not. The reason why they say if a child sees you, you die is because normally if a child sees a Santa Claus, and I'll be honest, there's more than one Santa Claus. Cause we just can't cover all the area ourselves.
What's your region?
I'm dealing with the east side from Keystone to 10th Street, all the way out to German Church Road.
Okay.
And then my northeast boundary is 52nd Street.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm from the center of the northeast, to be honest. And
you got the hood.
Yeah, I do. Cause I kind of understand them a little better. Me coming up in the '60s, understanding hard times. And if the reason why they say if a child sees you, you die is because normally if a Santa is seen, he was getting too many cookies.
It got slow.
Yeah, no, it just was kind of probably hollering at mama a little bit too long or whatever. It's meddling too much, and
Hey.
So yeah, it can be,
You are the coolest Santa I've ever seen, though.
Yes, sir.
You got the bling, show them your
yeah, well,
everything.
like I said, this is definitely. I understand. I get the list. I do understand this is cuffing season.
Okay.
And like I said, right now, me and Miss Claus, we kind of, best way to describe it. So,
Hey, right.
We have to just ask one question before we leave this segment. Is this glove, is it in tribute to Prince?
It is. It is. It's definitely got the whole Prince effect or whatever.
Okay.
Because sometimes you just, you out there scouring neighborhoods trying to find good kids to drop gifts off till you get a little bored or whatever. Every once in a while you might just need to sing or something, or just put your hand up in the air. I'd be like, just need to do something, man. Just sleigh rides ain't all that you think they are,
They ain't all that.
No, they ain't all that they cracked up to be.
Well, we thank you for coming on and stopping by before the holiday, before New Year's Eve, right here on AMS Radio on AMSTV.com. Thank you so much, Santa. Did you get my list?
I did.
Okay, so
She's
we
been
all
naughty, so she ain't gonna get that anyway. So.
Whatever. All right, we'll be back. You guys stay tuned to the Angel Sarks Show.
Up close and personal. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We still out here at the Northeast Pole, doing what we're supposed to be doing, making a couple gifts or whatever. We got some wagons being made over here in room number 2 or whatever. Is Charlie Nim still in there? Charlie! I see you working hard, boy. They're making some wagons or whatever. Room number 1, they're making baby dolls with they putting the French braids on them. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. 6 to the back. Yeah, them gotta go on 34th Street. Yeah, and over here in room number 5 right here. Little Larry and them in there, they're making the Hot Wheels with the drop tops, for the kids over on 42nd Street or whatever. This is the Northeast Pole. This is what we do. I'm Santa of the 60s. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, ho, ho!
Up close and personal. The Angel Sarks Show. If you got something to say, Angel will show.
All right, guys. guys, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm the co-host Kente Bell.
And I'm your host, Angel Sarks.
And we'll see you next Monday, 9 a.m., ampsradio.com, or 7 p.m. You can watch us then on ampstv.com. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Close and personal, the Angel Sarks Show. If you got something to say, Angel will showcase your talent, your business on the internet.